we were working on some radio ads a couple of years ago, and we were thinking of different ways that we could express on radio what it is we do and why people like our products. And one of the ideas we came up with was a group of 3 women walking across a car going into a bar, and on the back of a pickup in the parking lot they see a bumper sticker, and we used different wording on the bumper sticker. One of them we said bumper sticker that said "God is just pretend," which is a pretty inflammatory thing to say. And there were a couple of others that we liked, that we had one of these ladies commenting to another one, "Wow, look at that sticker. I want to meet that guy. Anybody who's got balls enough to put a sticker like that on his car, I want to know that guy." And that was kind of a cute one that I liked a lot, that we played with. Others about a couple of guys in a car driving down the road looking at a bumper sticker on the back of a car in front of them, and one of them commenting about the bumper sticker and how right on it was. And then one of them says, "Yeah, look, there's a nice looking chick driving the car too. And she's turning into the same office parking lot where we're going. Hey, is that the girl that works up in accounting? Damn, you're right, that's Jill from accounting. I never knew she had that much guts." And those kinds of things are the messages that we wanted to try to get out through those radio ads. And they worked pretty well. We had a pretty good response. One of the ones that we didn't get made that I really liked was a couple of middle-aged or older, 50-ish, 60-ish kind of guys arriving at the golf course. And one of them is getting out of his friend's car and going around to the trunk to get his golf clubs out, and he comments to his friend, "Hey, why do you have this anti-war sticker on the back of your car, man? All of my friends support the war." And the guy who owns the car says something like, "Well, my grandson just came back from Iraq the other day with, well, he's all bunged up and he's practically a vegetable, and they don't know if he'll ever think or even walk again. And now my granddaughter's got orders to go over there, and I think this war needs to end, and I'm tired of it." "Well, I don't care if you're tired of it or not. My friends support the war, and I hope to hell they don't see that sticker on your car." And there again, that was an attempt to explain a message, a dialogue that might go on around a sticker like that. And those are the kinds of messages that we try to get people to share. The t-shirt I've got on right now has a fish, frog, ape image on it. And it was one that we came up with to illustrate a Darwin Day celebration a couple of years ago. And on one side of it is the tail of a fish, and as you move across the critter, it evolves into the face of an ape. And we put it on a wall, a couple of posters on a wall at a Darwin Day celebration we were hosting. People loved it, absolutely loved it. "I want it on a shirt, I want it on a shirt." And it's been one of our best sellers for several years. That's an example of something that a person can wear. Some people won't like it, some people will be offended by it, but mostly they keep their mouths shut. The people who see it and comment about it usually give you a thumbs up, they support it, they say, "Hey, that's exactly how I feel. I wish I could do something like that. I wish I had a shirt like that." There are a tremendous number of people in this society today who would really like to tell how they really feel about science, tell how they feel about civil rights, about religion, and they're afraid to. They don't know how to, and they think they're the only ones who feel the way they do. But when you put on a shirt or you put on a cap and you walk down the street, they see that and they'll approach you and they will congratulate you for it. They'll say things like, "I wish I had enough courage to wear it," or "I wish I knew where I could buy one." And it's a very positive, reinforcing, satisfying feeling to have that happen. People write to us and tell us that they put a Darwin fish on their car. A fellow who worked with them came up and talked to them and congratulated them for the Darwin fish. Before long, they started getting together at the coffee shop for coffee. A couple of other people from another office joined them. Turned out that there were half a dozen people in their company that were all pro-science, anti-religion, pro-free speech, but they were afraid to step out and say it until that one guy put that one fish on his car and he started the dialogue rolling. And pretty soon there's more and more and more. And that's what we're about, is to try to get that dialogue rolling. We want people to have the courage and the opportunity to express their ideas with an image, with a sign, with a sticker, with a coffee cup, and move ahead and do it. And and find more friends and more like-minded people. People have to be a little careful about it. People sometimes get hurt by expressing their ideas. Our society isn't as free and open as people would like it to be. So you have to be a little careful about what you take to work if your boss is a teetotaling Christian. But if he's a little bit flexible, or if you can slide something in, you can get the message across. Some of our stuff is very, very subtle. And you can have it in an environment where people who would be violently opposed to it might not even understand what you're saying. Other things are real, in your face. There's no question about it. And you can really make a strong statement with those. So we encourage customers to try to buy things that run the gamut from very subtle, very soft, very funny. Humor works really well for getting people educated. All the way over to strong and in your face and right out there, kind of a slam them with the image message. And then people should pick what they're going to use, what they're going to wear, what they're going to put on for that particular day. If you're going to go visit your mother-in-law, who's got a big treasure that she's going to bequeath to one of her kids, you probably don't want to wear something that's going to irritate her religiously if she's a very religious person. If you're going to a party with some of your young friends, then you probably can wear something that's a little more strident and a little more out there. And you need to do those kinds of things. But the worst thing in my mind is to go through your life afraid to express who you are, afraid to share your ideas, afraid to identify yourself. While you're doing that, the guy and the gal who could be your very best friend in the world is doing the same thing. And the three of you can walk around each other all through your lives and never realize that you share that idea, you share that lust for the truth, you share that disgust with the status quo, and yet you never get around to talking about it. Well, our goal is to help people get to talking about it with a button, with a sticker, with a mug, with messages in various ways that they can share. That's what it's about. That's what Evolve Fish is about.